We're live. Welcome to another live stream. My name is Hans. I'm simply a dude on the internet. I can't give financial advice. You need to listen to me at your own risk. So as you all know, we had a little bit of a FUD event last night. Or for me last night. For some of you, it's getting late in the day. And let's see what's up. I'm not going to look much on what's going on with BTC, etc. But anyway, I'm still pretty bullish here. I'm pretty bullish on the consolidation for BTC here. I think we probably see a peak in March next year, 2025, and then a ultimate peak into late 2025. The ultimate peak. So a local top, and then blow off top into October, September, November, those areas, right? I want to spend too much time here as I really want to see what our indicators tell us here. So on the weekly view here, I mean, let's just remove the wicks. That's pretty market structure, right? There's nothing wrong here. The candle closes the end of today for me, so it's already Sunday here. So this candle closes here. That will be not bad at all. In fact, I mean, this is very, very pretty, very symmetrical. It's something I really can't explain to people. This is just years of experience of looking at charts. It looks a lot like what is happening back here, but it's even better than that. Except for this retarded W at the bottom here. But either way, it's still a larger W. We have the market structure. We even have a retest now. Remember when I told you guys markets like to retest previous breakout levels? Sound crazy sometimes, right? But here we go. On my previous stream, I told you it's stoppy here. I didn't know we are going to have this crazy reaction. There was bearish market structure up here. You can see the M here. And it broke down. I actually posted this on my Discord. But I also tell people in my Discord that I don't trade. I don't really trade on the short term. Right. I wouldn't have taken a short here because I don't like trading on the short term. It's way too stressful for me. It just occupies my mental space like the whole day, and sometimes you can sit weeks in this trade. This one obviously played out pretty quickly. We had the trade up here, right? It's always funny how the market front runs the news. Let's actually just quickly see. I mean, this measured move, I don't want to spend too much time on this because it's obviously been hit, right? So this was a successful trade and a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So that was the trade there. Made like 10% on this trade because the risk is like 10%. You can only use half of your trading portfolio. And that would have been hit, right? I just prefer rather to dollar cost average cheap areas. Let's actually look at what the RSI did right to the 78.6 level. On the candlestick chart, and we'll just go back to the weekly. I'll do this systematically. This is still technically an uptrend, right? We have higher lows. So we had this low. We then had a higher low. And we now had a third higher low. Take a look at the indicators. Back at 50, the last time we were at 50 was somewhere back here. So you can see all of the space that has been created. And this should be viewed on the line chart, right? Okay, so definitely the weekly is nothing wrong here. Good healthy correction. Bulldoves. I remember this bulldoves on the weekly on the OBV. That's really good. Beautiful W here. Nothing wrong there, really. Let's look at the stochastic RSI. I mean, the stochastic RSI is only turning bearish now. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if we consolidate around this area for a while BTC sorts itself out, right? Let's see where the rejection will happen. I'm going to remove some of these just to check out the candles. The RSI on the daily got completely reset, like all the way to 26. Got oversold actually. So I mean, all of that momentum has been reset. Now we can see where I expect us to get rejected, probably here, and then chill here for a while before getting out of this area. This is fine. Remember what I always say, the longer you move sideways in these areas, the better, right? I would prefer for it to stay consolidate above this area, so somewhere around here. Yeah, because you can imagine these guys that got to this bottom here, they will be taking some profits around this area. That's almost 100% move right into the short reload zone. Okay, we've looked at the stochastic, we looked at that RSI, all of those are like fully reset. It's the OBV. I mean, the OVB came all the way back. Like so much selling happened here, but the price action hardly even moved it down if we look at it now. So that's very bullish. I did put this out on Twitter. This is still a valid retest. We just need to close the weekly candle above this level. And it's already above it, and the daily, the weekly closes today at the end of the day. So, I mean, that's pretty good. Don't be surprised if you get this, right? Like that's what an uptrend looks like, right? Just do these higher lows throughout. Yeah, nothing really to panic about. This was a gift to some, right? It's not fun waking up. I woke up and everything's down 20%. But what was this dip? Let's measure it out. It was a 40% move. Okay, let's look at PLSX. Let's put up the chat here. What's up from California? Nobody is here. Ions, do you think this event has happened will affect PulseChain much? No. That was healthy. That was a good little flush out. What a night. Yeah, I got liquidated twice and made it all back in a span of 5 to 6 hours. How are you getting liquidated? Are you putting up leverage on earn and liquid loans? Oh man, do you think what happened with RH will affect the chain for long? No, dude, don't worry too much, bro. This isn't close to how I felt when the SEC crap happened. So I've got a question here. Do you think the PLS price going back down to 43 to fill in today's wick? Or is it perceived an altcoin bull market in January going to stop that? Of course, who knows? I don't expect a bull run in January. It could take even longer. It could even start in April. January, February, March, maybe even start in Fed. Do I think this wick gets filled? I mean, on the daily, there isn't really a massive wick. On the weekly, it's a different story. As long as I actually don't think it trades down here. I think it trades in this range here for a while. Now is a great time to obtain Rob, says Richard's only brother. Yeah, I'll go through all of them. Oh, this is PLSX. Okay, I think we've finished off here. Yeah, pretty much you would want the market to continue to consolidate around this area. Even if we come back, uh, yeah, even if we do come back to fill this wick, it's really not that bad, right? It'll be really, really healthy if we even do trade there. Doesn't really matter. The whole market is having a pullback like this, even all the altcoins at least. Um, right, ADA. There was no FUD event yesterday or a day before that, but it sold off. Now, obviously, PulseChain came all the way back here, right? Maybe we just did it a little bit quicker. Let's look at FTM. Also a sell off, although the difference is PulseChain came all the way back here and still held that low. What else can we look at? FTM. But all of these altcoins, they look toppy, right? It's pretty much what I'm trying to say here, right? Okay, let's look at PLSX. And let's draw some lines there. It already has lines. It's at the 78.6 level, held to that level. Made a higher low. Yeah, that's still a higher low on the weekly. The RSI has come down nicely at 53. The last time we were at 53. I mean, it was all the way back here. Like somewhere back here. So all of this space has been created. And you can see the space that's been created on the line chart a little bit better. Still pretty market structure. You've got a clear W here. All right, there's a weekly W. I mean, this can even now be a larger W, right? So with higher lows, you're just creating more market structure, a better foundation to rally off of. And we've just retested, this previous breakout level. I mean, remember freaking hell, just hoping that we close candles above this level. We've now closed candles above this breakout level, and this is technically a retest. See what Hex did. Let's look at the ratio. What's up, Axis? Oh man, you just see that is a correction. This is the PLSX ratio versus PLS. That's the kind of correction you needed for this to go higher. See where the next fib target is. So that was the 1.618 that got hit here. The next target is the 2.618. Let's put up the 1.618 here quickly. I think it's holding as resistance currently. And the crazy thing is there is no bearish divergence on the weekly here. Wow. So PLSX continues to outperform PLS. X. Interesting how these support lines, I think these were drawn on the monthly. Yeah, so just basic support lines. Wow. I mean, that's already 100% move. You know, this was very inefficient and it had me worried. Like, the markets don't like V bottoms like this. And look how it's really come back to retest all of this. Now, this made a new low here. So, that's is that a strong bullish divergence? Price went lower, yet the RSI is still higher. Yeah, that's strong bullish divergence that's created on the weekly, if we consider this a wick. Stochastic RSI. You know what? We're going to have to consolidate for a few weeks because this RSI is going to be confirming today. But I think the worst of this move has already happened here. We're probably just going to fill some of these wicks. You're going to need some consolidation after a massive volatility like this. So just let the market digest it. I mean, if if X closes here, dude, and it does something like this is going to absolutely blast off. You know, maybe like when I woke up, I thought like the case has not been dismissed. Like that's what I thought is going on here. I mean, this was like we could probably not have asked for anything better than happened today. It's weird. I mean, look how you finally, the market gave us cheap Hex versus PLS, and just so quickly, you can see the W that I've drawn in here. That if you wanted to get some, you should have been getting it here. And look at that, it actually freaking gave you a full right on the 61.8. Yeah, look at this bearish divergence here, right? I mean, all of these things were already on the chart. We just needed the news event to manifest. Right, all of this bearishness was already on the chart. Like, I don't draw these things on the chart for no reason, right? Shit, I don't know. But it does need time, right? I don't know if it comes to full this week, but I mean, this ratio really needs time. Unless it's being manipulated behind the scenes, which I do expect it to be, because RH has made it pretty clear that when the fiat is done pumping PLS, he will rotate it into this. There's a tweet about it that's very clear. Some people hasn't really clicked about it, but anyway, there it is. This is EHEX. This is a higher low. So it's even stronger than PLS, even stronger than PLSX, because all of them came to like retest this previous low pretty closely, while this is still higher. I mean, all of it looks the same. I mean, there's nothing wrong here. I mean, if I just had that and I had no narrative, I would be like, damn, this is a bullish chart. You should have been buying this retest. So you would have had an order here at the 61.8 and at the 78 point, and you've got both orders filled. And I mean, you're in profits. Like that's where the granny would have had her orders, often selling half on a double from this breakout and even from this breakout. So you didn't get a double there either way. Not bad. Very strong, in fact, EX. But not in value versus PLS. PLS value is down there. And you can see EX never even made it close to the 61.8 where Hex on PulseChain wicked it down. Hex on PulseChain has some pretty darn weak hands. Like every time there's a sell-off. We've been through so much. My opinion is just confirmed someone in Finland is highly vested in the RH ecosystem. Lol. Why would you think that someone is highly vested in the RH ecosystem? Then you would... You guys, Teddy Jr., you guys keep on shelling your coin in my... But my strategy, and you guys are quite rude, like my strategy is freaking quite clear. Like I can't look at a chart if it's at all-time highs. Like Teddy Jr., like it was dead for freaking forever. And obviously you guys did a CTO, bought up most of the supply most likely. Right, there's no way in hell I'm chasing that thing up there. Like, this was dead. Like, this was a CTO, obviously, here. You guys stepped in, accumulated all of the coins here, and straight up. Like, I'm sorry, you're running off the hype. And I probably said I'm not interested in here somewhere. And it just went higher. Like, I can't chase it here, guys. Like, it's... not even cool for me to be looking at this here, because people will go out and buy this here now. That is why I don't want to reply to your tweets and stuff, because this is at all-time highs. And this is a derivative of Teddy Bear. Man, good for you guys if you made gains, right? Obviously, you're up a lot. But you guys bought up all the supply down here, and now you're shilling it on the market. If you gave me an opportunity here, I would have been shilling it like a lot. But you can't give me something up here. Like, I can't look at it. But this has been trading for almost a year, dude. I mean, and it even ran the lows. What kind of manipulation is going on here? I'm being quite unfair to you, but it just looks weird to me. Like, what the hell happened here? Like, it was totally abandoned, and it looked like it got rug pulled here, because it went to... I mean, weird. I don't know. I should have just threw something in it, because that's generally what I do. I just throw a little bit into this. Into everything, pretty much. But honestly, like, I'm a professional. You can't expect me to chase these things here. I created the token for fun. 3 friends got in and sold. So they're sold all the way up here. That's 200 days, bro. %30 of the supply is burnt. And this guy is sitting on 4.7% of the supply. So yeah, this guy bought the exact low. Anyway, congratulations. It's pumping like freaking hard. I don't know why. And that is generally why I always put something in these things when I see it. But when you guys showed this to me, it was literally here at all-time highs. And I'm looking at this chart. I'm like, dude, what the hell happened here? I mean, this guy is sitting on massive bags. What's that? 47 million. So this guy's sitting on 34,000 US dollars. He can literally drain the LP pool just by himself. And I mean, he got into this position for like, for $30, my friend, and he's up on 30K. I can't buy this here. You should have to me at 15K market cap. And I faded, obviously. Because when you showed it to me, it was already up a lot. You showed it to me here on 15K market cap, which was the all-time high. Epic fail. Epic fail by me. But anyway. There you go. The longer time I spend on it, the more I'm gonna be unreasonable about it. So I'll just leave it. And I hate seeing shit like this because I missed out heavily. What I'm most bleak about is that I didn't give my friends an opportunity to get some of this, right? That's what I'm most bleak about. But there you go. That's the only W it needed, and off it went. Like I'm flabbergasted that this actually has done so well. It just shows you how little I actually know. Right? I'm often wrong. That's why I tell you guys. You shouldn't listen to me much. Oh, man. Anyway, hopefully I can forget about that. Yeah, hit the like button. I crashed the chart. I mean, if Hex just continues on here, we looked at EHEX. What did Ink do? Ah, Ink ran its lows. That's unfortunate. got oversold. I mean, you still have higher lows here, so it's not the end of the world. I mean, I've missed so many opportunities this bull market, guys. It's crazy. Like I could have gotten on Axis at $11. I faded so much shit. Like, oh my word. I wish I could do it all over again. And I would put like a little bit in everything. But I did well on many other things. So you win some and you lose some. Milady is mooning, yeah. I doubled liquidity today. I mean, the liquidity is fine, dude. Please show it to me when it comes back down. When? I'm not saying it's happening now, but eventually it should have a pullback, right? Pullbacks are quite healthy. Okay, ink here. I mean, what can we say? We're just trading along here. We've not lost structure. We've defended this low. I just think this probably was a massive buying opportunity. When you're already up on a double if you bought X. We're just retesting breakout levels on an Icosa. Hedron probably also. Oh shit. Hedron it's pretty weak. So it retested this previous W here. Let me just draw it out for you. That's the market structure that's now retested. I'm going to scroll through everything quickly. Solid X. Gave you a chance back in the reload zone. RSI is nicely reset. Wait for a W, or you can FOMO it. But there you go. It's back to cheap levels. 9-inch. So 9-inch getting absolutely wrecked. Oof, losing its lows. It's going to that green line here. That was the daily W. It's also a weekly W, but it's small. So it's got like 33% more to go before it hits that target. BBC. BBC still holding on to its lows. This is the log scale. So this wasn't a valid W, or was it? I need to zoom in all the way. So it's 27581, 274. So this was a V bottom. So no wonder it's coming back all the way. So BBC still not there. Those are your two levels. Pateas. I mean, Pateas is doing really well. I think this is at all-time highs. And I'll quickly look at 2Fox while... So Pateas made a new high versus... I mean, we can't really even look at this. You need to wait for this to come down here, which I doubt is going to happen. This has just been performing really well. I think it's the tech is sound, right? Let's just do 2Fox quickly. There's a 6-month chart here. We should look at that one. Although it doesn't have all of the liquidity, it doesn't mind. It's got all of the data. So obviously we wanted to see a W in the reload zone, which we didn't get. Let's see if we have divergences on the OBV. Yeah. So definitely oversold. You didn't get bull doves on this recent down. Yeah, you should get this in the reload zone. Yeah, if you're interested. A governance token. Incredibly cheap. I don't know if it runs these lows. If you want to be safe, you can wait for a W. Change of trend. Pepe, this needs to go. Does this have to go to the Itropa Eco? Pepe needs more time. I can't chase it up there. It's given you one chance already at the 61.8. Time quite strong here. Breaking at all-time highs, right? So you're looking at extensions levels, 66 PLS per time next. Can't look at it, right? It's not a deal anymore. It's left value. You should have been getting it. I think I tweeted about it multiple times. I think this is the reward token. This is just accumulating sideways. Up and up X. Not the fan. It just needs to break that level, but the RSI is already very high for UpX. Loan token, Rob. Let's look at Rob quickly. Excuse me. My only issue here is that V bottom down there. But it's not on the line chart. You can see a beautiful little W there. I mean, I don't know if it comes down to retest this low here. Like something like that. But either way, it's either already left the station, which you can see. Why is everything on market go? Never mind. It's either left at the station because it's above these levels, or you're going to have one more chance to get it. That's when you should take it. So you see you guys are interested about Milady, which is erect, straight up. You know, there's most likely going to be a bearish divergence between these dailies. Check this out. Oh my god, what's going on here? Oh my. So yeah, there's your bearish divergence. It's got bearish divergence all the way from back here. And more bearish divergence on the shorter term. Maybe take some profits. Very, very high. It's already getting rejected here. 3-day. It's at 98.95. 98.95. So 98.63. There's bearish divergence on the 3-day. The weekly 98.49 and 96.84. So there's weekly bearish divergence. Not telling you what to do. What else are you guys chilling me? Oh yeah, Axis and Axis Alive. I'll go to those coins that are requested first. And then we will scroll through the watch list. Weekly bearish divergence on the way up here. You're gonna get a chance to accumulate some here. And that'll also reset the chart nicely. Hope for hidden bullish divergence. Hope that you sweep all of these lows, because that'll be very, very bullish for further upside. I think I have a live here. We want to look at this versus PLS because we're using PLS to buy stuff. We just remove this and put this here. Let's look at it versus PLS. This is the daily. It's a little bit early to really say anything. I mean, unless you see a W, we don't really know what's going to happen. The RSI is not oversold just yet. You don't have bull doves. Let's see on shorter term time frames. No bull doves on the 4 hourly. Let's take a look at the 2 hour. No bull doves on the 2 hour. Yeah, you're going to need a little bit of time to consolidate here. It would be great if you get some bullish divergence forming here. So what would that look like? Oh yeah, 3 more downs and then 1 up. So there, that's your bullish divergence. So 3 more pushes down. So a little bounce here, push, bounce, push, bullish divergence. Rob, wait token, fame. Oh yeah, there was a request for, oh yeah, you shorted on fame. Oh, you were long on fame. X is back like nothing happened. One Rob is down for since the local top. Charting ideas. Chitan 9mm, dig with bad incentive. Yeah, sorry that I fudded Terry Jr. It's not on purpose. It's just me being hard on myself. Like, I can't catch everything. That is why I put a little bit in everything, because literally freaking anything can freaking go. Chitan. Dude, I mean, let's actually see. We're gonna get a good perspective of what is going on with the Tangang coins. I don't know what the strategy is with fudding PulseChain. Well, you need it to go up for your coins to do well. It leaves a terrible taste in one's mouth if the project that you love gets fudded by these people. I mean, the charts look terrible. So there's nothing here. Chitan, if this RSI made a higher low, I would have been interested. This is a new low versus PLS as well. It's nothing bullish here just yet, dude. 9mm. That is technically a weekly breakout, eh? But let's see what the indicators are telling us. It's still low. There's nothing wrong here. I mean, it looks like this. That's technically a breakout, right? And the weekly is also about to break out. Let's look at the indicators. Indicators are still very, very low. I mean, that breakout is real. You might not like it. And I don't know why. Because all of the other meme coins are doing terrible. But this looks like it wants to break out here. Let's look at the indicators on the short term. There's no bear doves here. But very, very overextended on the short term. How is it going to get over? I most definitely would not chase this here. Because you've missed the boat here. You need to wait for these areas if you're that lucky. Or the weekly is going to break out and go. But you can't chase it up there. I quickly want to look at HOA. So these ran the lows. 37.84, 37.56, so it is lower. So no bull doves on the weekly. Bull doves on the daily. But you have no market structure just yet. So there's a... no. So there's a drive of bull doves here. It's 3-day. So there's a 3-day bull doves here. What was that close? 252. 254. So it is lower. RSI is higher. So the 3-day does have a bull doves. It's definitely not the area to be selling. I have some of this. I just hope it rallies so I can get rid of it. Dick with butt. Down 20%. Fucking hell. Let's type in. I can't believe I've never done this. Is there no other dick with butt out there? Huh. 3-day. Shit. Ran the lows. No bull doves. Let's look at it versus PLS. See, at least you've defended those lows. So hidden bullish divergence here. Retesting this previous W. That's the break of the W. It's early. If you guys watch me, we will probably see the breakout when it happens. And then the incentive token. Incentive. This is a meme coin, right? Yeah. So this is all the data we have. 2 months, 6 months. So this one has most of the data for us. Let's check it out. Chuck Norris, Luigi, CIA killed JFK 007 Mog. So this is a derivative of that ticker Bitcoin. And if you don't know about it, one of those things. 3 days a little bit high. Weekly is a little bit high. I mean, you've just retested this previous breakout level. Let's look at it versus PLS. Please be oversold. It's not oversold even on the weekly yet. Nothing to see on the 3-day. No bull divs, nothing like that. I mean, it is trying to create a little bit of a W, right? The break of the W will be this level here, 1.37 PLS per incentive. You're right back to previous accumulation levels. You're at the point of control, traded into the point of control. Let's look at the weekly. Yeah, the weekly's never really oversold, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah, it's pretty clear. You can just wait for this level to clear. I would have loved a little bit of further consolidation, something like that, before breaking out. It's not the end of the world. You don't have to chase it. You just have to be patient. Wait for the break of the W. Wait for a higher high to confirm. That means the candle needs to close above that level. Breakout above it. I mean, that's actually the breakout level there. No, it's not. It's this. Yeah, here. It's already peaked once through. It's cheap. I mean, it's in the reload zone. I think this dev, Big Brain, if he is the dev, he's got some of the better tokens that there is. The market just hasn't really come to that fact just yet. Will people ever catch on to Neo? I did. I think people are doing the same thing, right? They're looking at this and they can see it's quite high. So they don't really want to participate. But this is a 24K market cap, right? So the RSI is very high. I mean, if we can get like a nice pullback here, that'll be a golden opportunity for everybody to get in on this. It's because people see stuff that's at all-time highs. They don't really want to participate. I bought Neo down here somewhere. Like, I chased it as well because the chart looked amazing. And I should have done the same with Teddy Jr. But here's an example of when I, in fact, do it. I chased this up here, somewhere here. But this is bearish divergence here on the weekly. But I do add Neo to your watch list, guys. I have some of this. He's got a kind of a similar ecosystem that he's trying to build with Itropa. You can see if I paste in it's got different pairs and all of that. I think he has other coins as well. But it does need a little bit of a pullback, right? It's already done a lot with this recent pullback with the RSI getting oversold. Well, not oversold, getting pullback. Hansi's always aggro when he misses out, yeah. Yeah, Teddy Jr. did no disrespect meant or anything. Milady is mooning. Yeah, please don't chase stuff at all-time highs, guys. Because you might just buy the high. Peasy. So this is the derivative of a PulseChain, of an Aura. You can see I've looked at this. But look at all the LP. Wow. This I don't like. That's weird. The chart is janky. But value for this, it's already given you value once, twice. I mean, it looks like it's about to go again. RSI is like in the middle, the same as where this is at. Man, if it wasn't this large market cap, I would have nibbled a little bit. But seeing as it is this high, I'll just wait for my reload zone to get hit. I've already missed it twice. So the market doesn't have to give it to me. It's probably already too late. It looks like it wants to go again. Milady is stop blasting. Maybe I should just buy some at the top there. Trump on PLS. On PLS up. Why? I don't know. I thought this Trump token would do a lot better than it did. I don't know if Trump season, do you guys think Trump season comes back? And I don't know what happened to the liquidity. Like some of the freaking liquidity's just left. Maybe it just does another one of these. Like after a consolidation here. But we'll watch it. It needs to like do this for a long time. And then maybe it does one more of these. But it needs that sideways movement for a while. Yeah, I was long pre-dumps. Ouch. Glad I sold the top just in time for Christmas. MicroStrategies is taking a massive dip on PulseChain. Okay, I remember this. MSTR. On PulseChain. There's no making me happy now. Ouch. Yeah. I'll add it to my watch list, but this is gonna need a little bit of time to get done dumping here. I think I might have some of this. Pretty hard to sell grandma on dick with bat. I love Vietnamese dong, yeah. Okay, let's continue with where we left off. Up, Rob, Fame, Mintra, down, ouch, 36%. Oh man, shame. BZN. It's in value, I guess. Kiyomoto, this is part of the Atropa ecosystem. Can't chase it up there, it needs to come down. A1A. Man, we're going back in time here. Jeez, look at the sell-off. Is this part of the Atropa ecosystem? I think it is. Anyway, value for this is down here. We'll go through these things quickly. Tetra. Look at it versus PLS. Nice and oversold finally on the... Lots of bull doves here on the daily. We have a V bottom. You need to see this W finish here. And when it closes a candle above, that's your indication to go long on Tetra. Bro. I don't think bro recovers. Those are new lows without any bull doves. We'll move on. Bana. Think this is still too high. Yeah, can't look at it. Duck. Louis the Duck. There are a few of these Richard Hart inspired or Richard Hart centric meme coins. Louis the Duck, right? That's the duck he has. I mean, it's kind of back in value. I don't really love the chart. What's the market cap? 300k market cap. You can see there's an airplane recently took off. I don't know if it's the same people. Kind of looks like. Let's go to the weekly. Kind of too late to chase this. It has a nice little rounding bottom. It's back in the reload zone. I wouldn't get any here. I think I would be interested in this once it gets down there. What's these lows? I mean, these are new lows. Yeah, I wouldn't chase that there. That's airplane. GME. GameStop. It's really, I think it's time to start clearing some of these. The thing is, does Hello Kitty come back? Does the GME narrative come back one last time at the end of the cycle? I do think probably right at the end when we have the last altcoin season. Won't touch that yet. There's no need to really be interested in this. UFO. Wow. A massive capitulation. Oh, it looks much better here. You can't chase that up here, right? You're gonna have to be patient with this and wait for it to get down here. I don't know what is gonna bring the alien ecosystem down. Either way, you can't get it up there. Trump. Oh, we just looked at Trump. CDP card DM pension. I mean, someone showed it to me. Yeah, you can't be interested up there. Look at this nasty wicks. You need a W inside the reload zone. Wealth. WLT. This is part of the PulseChain ecosystem. Maybe I should actually probably check to sell some. But you're right, you can't chase that up there, right? Let me just check to see if I have some of those. Wow. Oh, I've got 2 free positions in this coin already. So if you like buying my doubles, go right ahead. Peanut Butt. What's his name? Brendan was shilling this. It's going to Hades. No, it's just to remove it. Nope. No permissions. 1 million market cap. Look at it versus PLS. Let's look at the RSI. So the RSI is higher. So you do have bull devs that has formed on the weekly. And you know you have a V bottom, so you can be patient here. You just need to see a W. Higher high is your confirmation of a breakout. Yep. 42k market cap. No bull devs. V bottom. Alien. It's reset the RSI quite nicely. I mean, but value for this is down here. It's not in value, so it's not cheap for me. I mean, you guys can chase this, whatever. Mafia. I mean, I called it the breakout, and it's on its way. The token just needs to, or the game just needs to release. I'm pretty sure this RSI is already overextended, yeah. It's the thing with reflection tokens. This is a V bottom. It's gonna need a roller over a small W and then it can go. S&P. Doesn't look bad actually. If S&P can close above that level, it's a breakout. It's very, very cheap. It also has bullish divergence on the daily there. Rug. OMG. Trying to base out here. We can be really patient. I mean, close above that level. All my friends need to eat. Table, com. Let's see if there's anything else that you guys want me to. PZN with an X, not a Z. Okay. PZN. I really don't know. I don't know if this just moves sideways here. And I also don't know if does this have inflation. Pretty sure it has inflation. Let's go to the website. Yeah. So you can mint it. It's trending higher because the Pulse gas price is getting more expensive. G, you said please. What do you mean? What do you want me to take a look at? G. G on X. Let's look at Titan X Eco while we wait. I did put out pretty clear levels that you need to look out for. Ouch. Called the top the week of the top. This is one of my most viewed tweets. It's crazy calling the Dragon X top. And people want to know why I do call tops, and sometimes it doesn't really matter if you call it right or not. It gets the most engagement. It's crazy how it works. RSI. I mean, let's look at it versus Wrap Teeth. All we can do is go with structure. So I said that you needed to break above this level to confirm a breakout, but you also had to hold those lows, which you didn't do. You ran the lows. So these are your new lows and these are your new highs. So you're going to have more time to consolidate. And once it closes above that level, then it's a breakout. Like the longer this consolidates, the better. The longer this goes, the more explosive your next move will be. And you'll have another one of these. If you're going to start rallying here off of no foundation, you're going to come right back later. So you want this to last as long as possible. But nothing has changed unless you have, I mean, even weekly market structure, like you need a W there. And I want it on the candle bodies, not the candlesticks. The candlesticks are valid sometimes, right? But not if there's this massive wick there. Dragon X. So when this looks better, right? You at least defended your lows. You made a higher low. It's now broken out. I mean, this was a fake out because you would have been able to buy that candlestick, but it's now fallen back inside, which is not the end of the world. This is just a new larger W, right? So that's another breakout level. Right, so this is good. You're starting to form some structure here. This is the one I called the top. I don't have those drawings anymore. Anyway. Okay, let's scroll through some of these as well, because for my own sake. We've looked at Yep, Mafia, S&P, Rug, OMG, Eat, Table. Let's look at Stablecoin quickly. I mean, not a lot of volume going through these things. Accumulating nicely here, just moving sideways. We can revisit this another time. Com is back in value. It's in value on the short term, on the lower. The RSI is just a little bit weird. So bulldozers on that. No, I can't fault the granny if she wanted to maybe get some here, Com. It's probably as cheap as she's gonna get it. Interesting. I mean, I sold a significant amount of Com here to buy the species that I'm streaming on here. So I am a little bit bearish biased, right? So if you take that with a pinch of salt. Matty, I mean, it's just chilling here. It looks like it wants to go higher. Mike, Mr. Almighty. He was one of the early supporters of mine. Got into my Telegram group like right at the start of the bear market, and I was really good friends with him. But then he started leaking like private Telegram messages to Sota from my channel. Like, it's so weird. Like, he was friends with me and everything and started leaking like for no reason. Right, it takes away the value from those people that are paying to be there, right? So it's unacceptable. So I kicked him. And what also happened is I started to figure out that he would snipe my the coins that I launched. Like, he did it with Actly, he did it with Loner, and he would leak the contract addresses to his friends, right? And they would snipe it up and just absolutely destroy the charts. He was some of the first guys that figured out how to do sniping on PulseChain. Then, yeah, I kicked him. I removed him from my. I mean, he paid like $50 in PLS to be in the group. They got a lot of freaking value from what I offered them. I've been consistent, just like I've been consistent here with thousands of coins, like giving them in value, new launches, etc., right? So he practically backstabbed me. So I kicked him, and then he, Gib, and Giga started making screenshotting my Twitter posts and forwarding it to B-Roots and whatever. And I don't know if you guys remember Voodoo Balls launch, VDB. So what I did is, so it's not even displaying anymore because it was a rug. So Voodoo Balls was launched by, what is that? Voodoo. I can't even remember his name. But he's this race baiting. I won't be surprised if he's a black Hebrew Israelite. Or he was probably associated with them sometime in his life because he wears those robes and like so an American. And fights for reparations for slaves' descendants. Oh my God. So a typical, like, this liberal, everything that's wrong with the world in the last 4 years. So he launches Voodoo Balls. He gives Hexy Bastard a supply of the tokens just to launch a coin on 9inch. Guys, this is in the age of pump.fun, and you can literally mint a token with one click on Go Pulse and just add LP. Like, you don't have to pay a decentralized exchange to list a token, right? So I thought it's very hypocritical that this black dude that fights for reparations and is like super black consciousness liberal, and he obviously has a hate for white people because you know how these people are. And all I said was, it's funny to me that this guy that is fighting for reparations is paying the plantation worker, in this case Hexy Bastard, because he owns the DEX. he still pays the plantation owner to launch a decentralized meme, right? And the thing tanked. It's not even displaying on Deck Screener anymore. And that's what I said. That is what my comment was. So they print screen it, and I deleted it instantly because I know this is going to cause a freaking shit show because you people are so fucking sensitive sometimes. And yeah, what they did is they print screened the tweet and shared it with what's his B Roots, the race beta, right? And the reason why B Roots doesn't like me is because I launched Actly and he shilled it. Like he thought it was a really good meme because it was, but it was heavily sniped by the particular people that I just mentioned. What a tangent we just went on. Right, so if you guys want to cancel me because I called out the race baiting race reparations guy, telling him that he's a hypocrite for paying the plantation owner, I thought it was a really funny joke, and it is funny. Because who pays a decentralized exchange to launch memes? Like, this is a permissionless network, right? And it went to fucking zero. You can't even find it on the charts anymore. Right? And then B Roots goes ahead and says anybody who engages with me gets blocked. Good. So we're having a little bit of a sell-off here on PLS. Yeah, we'll look at it here. It just needs to close above. We do balls. So I can tell you what they do with these coins. So these reflection tokens, they reflect the incentive token on every transaction, right? So what they do is they send a large supply to their main wallets. It's a bit more distributed now, but in the past it was like 10 to 20%. So they send a large position to their own wallets. So the whole game here is not really the token. The token can go to shit. They're all just concerned about the reflection, the ink reflection that they're getting. That's why they'll send a large supply, a centralized supply to a wallet, which then generates the vast amount of the ink rewards. So yeah, the chart doesn't matter to them. They're interested in the incentive token that they get, that gets reflected from these, and then they send large supplies to their own wallets and just live off the reflections. Simp. At all-time highs. Diamond. This is a very, very volatile chart, so it looks much better versus PLS. It's not in value, right? Value for this is down here. Dome. The flat earthers. Let's look at the PLS X ratio. Let's look at it versus RSI. It's come down all the way. I mean, this is where you should be interested. I just don't like this RSI. It most likely just rolls over one more time. Retest at these levels down here before going higher. Either way, there's no rush here. You can just wait for this to rose. This is associated with a Rob. Let's look at PayPayCoo for you quickly. This watch list is much more interesting. PayPay soar. There's a lot of these derivatives. POG. Let's look at PayPayCoo. Down 8% on the day. Still a little bit high, performing really, really well. I'll tweet about it when this is back in the reload zone. But either way, you need to wait for that level there. I don't know when it gives you it. It might go higher, then come lower. It's all a little bit difficult to know. Pepemon, no, these are interesting microcap tokens. Like, the developer launches them, and you can look at the contract. I check like the burnt liquidity and everything. I won't show it to you guys if it's not burnt. This is the contract address. This is the creator. It's always like 6 or 7 transactions. He sends in PLS, he creates the token, he adds the liquidity, then he burns the liquidity. Here's the LP burnt. And he sends out PLS again here to the next wallet. So they just continually do that. They update the deck screener, everything. They have a Twitter, they have a Telegram, but it's a read-only Telegram. It's already taken off. Interesting. So yeah, they pretty much just launch it, let it be, and like abandon it. And sometimes they do really well. Like Dark Pika. Pikachu. I mean, I chased this. This is very, very high. BF, Baba Fett. I don't know what this is. This is probably just a rug. So I'm gonna take it off here actually. Incognito down 26% on the day. The top holder in Charizard was selling Charizard for this. That's the daily. Let's look at the RSI. I mean, the RSI is printed at 70. Arc. Don't know what this is. PDI. This is also this guy. These guys that abandon these coins. They make them and abandon them. But this went all the way to 1 million market cap. So I think someone mistaked this for the real PDI. Popcat. PLS. This PLS 369. I think this is also another one of them. So they create these coins and abandon them. Giga, Gape, Kishka. I'll look at some of these that are spoken about right now. Dangerous chasing that up there, hey? Dusty. Pizard. This is also another one that these guys created. And just abandons them. The thing is, why I buy these is, yeah, it's also deleted. As soon as someone just CTOs these things, they absolutely send. And it has, like... Lotus on Ethereum. I think this is also part of the doesn't look good, bro. It's just down only. Oh, shit. Anyway, let's finish this up here. Let's just hope this candle closes above 5885. Please, no more bad news. Yeah, fart coin. Luckily, I have some fart coin. It is very, very high, like super high. There, it's the bearish stuffs here. Just be careful. Like, there's a lot of these coins on PulseChain. It's actually crazy the fact that we've got so much opportunity on PulseChain. Like, look at Teddy Jr. and Fart Coin and all of these things, right? Did I add Teddy Jr. to my watch list? Yeah, let me just add it to my watch list. Did you look at EHEX already? Yeah, we did. What do you got? What do you want to know about EHEX? 10x is in reload, and this is where you should be interested. Yeah, we should actually look at 10x. I mean, technically speaking, as long as you close above this the 0.618, I mean, it's still just a retest of this previous breakout level. It's nothing wrong. Look at 10x. Thanks, bro. Thank you for all the work you do. It's a pleasure, dude. Oh yeah, so 10x did do a little bit of a dippy dip. RSI is not oversold just yet. The 4-hour got nice and oversold. What's the 12-hour looking like? Yeah, maybe get some 10x here, guys. These guys work hard. And I'll post it in here. And it's cheap, right? Hog held up pretty well, considering the sell-off. PulseChain Fund. We talked about this yesterday or the day before that. Yeah, it looks strong. It looks like actually it's about to go. Vault on ETH. I did look at Vault on ETH for you. I said it's down only. Oh, Vault. Oh, sorry. My bad. Vault is with 5.5 million market cap. Not a lot of volume going through this year. See if the RSI is oversold. Hit the like and subscribe button, yes. 3 days oversold. Weekly's not printed. I mean, there's nothing here yet. You need to have a W, right? It needs to break above at this level here. There. And until then, you haven't really changed anything. Fuck Interpol. All right, cheers. I'll see you guys in the next one.